Tsunami watch for Hawaii has been canceled an hour after magnitude 7.5 earthquake struck off the east coast of Russia. It registered about 65 miles off the Pacific coast of Russia's Kamchatka Peninsula. Minutes later, a tsunami watch was alerted for Japan, Atoll, and Hawaii Islands. About an hour later, the National Weather Service Pacific Tsunami Warning Center gave the all clear.
No cause for alarm. There was no giant wave. How's it? Hang loose. Welcome to Mongoose Max Hawaii, the channel. Jesus. Oh gosh. How's it, everybody? Aloha. It is Sunday, July 20th. We're not smashed to pieces and tossed away by a tsunami. I almost said volcano.
Not likely.
Not likely. Thank you. Not likely. Thank you, God. Here's the quickie story of that. Just before night, after dinner, before, night, there was word that got out of tsunami warning. So it's at the warning
Not
level.
Likely.
It's like a tsunami. Tsunami, large, giant tidal wave. And there was an earthquake near upper, kind of close to Alaska, over in Russia. There was an earthquake near the ocean area a bit, and it was a 7.5 or something. It was a big one, or 7. It was large. So earthquakes, the earth move.
She told me.
Under the water, and the water make wave. These things they travel 500 miles an hour. They're only like a foot or two high in the open ocean. They're just like at a low frequency, and then when it gets close to land, it bunches up and does basically like a gigantic wall of water flood push. So it takes up telephone poles, it take up houses, and it's all pushing that. And the big thing about tsunamis in Hawaii's got a history of tsunami. That's why it's got a Japanese name. Now, Japan tsunamis have earthquakes in Japan. But Hawaii has the Hilo one in the 1960s. And, the Hilo one is because it's near the big island has the volcano, so it can have seismic activity. So all they have to do is jump, and then it can go boom. So that's dangerous. I don't know if the Hilo one was a pull-out thing, though. So I'm not sure how the Hilo one formed. I think it was seismic from volcano. I don't know. But then there's this one, which was supposed to arrive at 2:45 in the morning. And so I'm hearing about this before I go to sleep. I'm like, oh my gosh. I texted some friends and they kind of already knew. So it's like, some were a little panicky. Like, I was a little like 3 in the morning. Well, what are we going to do? Okay, where I'm at, where family here is at in this house, it's a little bit elevation. It's near the ocean, but it's a little bit elevation. So it's not like across the street is the beach. It's like you can go down the road and then there's rocks and a small cliff. And it's like kind of there's elevation difference. So there's that buffer. But the ocean's right there. It's like, if something came in, I'm going to be hearing it. I can hear some waves and I can sometimes hear a surfer. Hello there.
No way.
No way. Oh, we forgot to do this. Yeah, don't forget to do this. Way. Yay. Yeah, put that there. Come on. Get some some colorful things. The marvelous world of video stuff. Come on. See, everything's falling. I mean, my sister reassured me over the text that we're above the flood zone. They have these signs that say tsunami flood zone. So down the road is lower and would be the flood zone. And yes, so if it's beach level, the tide goes out where they're up to way out where the reef is. The waves are breaking, the tide goes out to the water, goes out there, and it's all laid open bare. People usually go, oh look, fishy and shells. And then this wall comes in. It's just like a gigantic high tide, one big wave. And so it would hit all these low line, the houses on the beach, all in inland where it's just like that, up to however much water and bigness it is.
You are funny.
I'm not. I'm not. This ain't funny. Let's see. So and then it was to drop the other shoe, as they say. It was called off. I checked the 10 o'clock news. Girl. I checked the 10 o'clock news. Girl. And it was off. Right? Just it was on. It was off. And then everyone's like, oh, you.
Watching you.
Which is, yeah, because I'm already thinking, do we have to evacuate? Are they going to have, there's going to be a lot of noise at 3? Should I have to wake up at 2:30 to watch? I mean, there's all this, I was a small backstory, hopefully it's small. Then we'll do, it's golden news. The news, forget Trump. He's in my own name, Trump land and golf course.
I was hurting.
He's in Scotland because of golf. With everything going on. So, like back in the day, I was taking tickets in Waikiki. The parking garage, you take the tickets by hand, and now this is before scanning. You look at the stickers in the back, and these Filipinos who didn't want me working there, and they're all talking in Filipino. So it's like, is this the right sticker? And they, blah, 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 blah. Sure.
Why is he here?
But I'm in Waikiki, and then there's cars, and I take their ticket, $1.50, and then all of a sudden there's a flood of cars, like cars after cars after cars. I'm like, what's going on? And then there's helicopters flying over Waikiki. Helicopters.
Evacuate Waikiki. Everyone down there, get out of there. Evacuate Waikiki. Evacuate. There's a tsunami.
There was a tsunami showing up in a few hours. A tsunami. And they were evacuating all of Waikiki. Helicopter. And I'm taking tickets, and I said, hey, there's a tsunami coming. We should go. And they're like, being all Filipino. So I said, hey, look, you know what? I took a couple more tickets. I ain't gonna die in a freaking ticket booth with these Filipinos. They're like, money, collect us, because all these cars are coming out, and they wanted to collect all the money. So I said, I quit. Bye. Screw you guys. I went to my car and I tried to drive out of that parking structure with the circular, and it was clogged. It was gridlock. It wasn't going anywhere. And the helicopters were and so
I told him.
Backed up. I thought, just go to the highest point. So the highest point was like
Can you feel me?
5 stories at this parking tower. Ran up there's other people looking over. We're just looking between buildings at the beach, thinking this wave's gonna come in, it's gonna hit all those people. And we look down, there's people running across the street. Everyone's gone. The street lights are just fixed, and it never showed off. And after 45 minutes of being delayed, I thought, I'm going to drive to the house and rescue the dogs, because I think everyone else might have left. It never showed up. I'm driving to Waikiki looking at the beach. There's like no one. Show tsunami stuff. It was there, and then it's not there. But thank God it's not there, because that would be bad. So let's do the old and new, and then get on with this.
Namaste, Father, for me, Spirit, Sante.
All random. Short. This is Judges 19. The Levite's concubine. In those days, when there was no king in Israel, a certain Levite residing in the remote parts of the country of Ephraim took himself a concubine from Bethlehem in Judah. This concubine became angry with him, and she went away from him to her father's house in Bethlehem in Judah. And there was some 4 months. The husband set out after her to speak tenderly to her and bring her back. He had with him his servant and a couple of donkeys. Thank you, God.
Don't leave me.
I won't. Okay. Let's do some new with red letters. Rubric. Is this? Okay. Rubric. Oops, sorry. Acts. 26:12. Paul tells. What the heck happened? No. Some button happened. Music started playing. Paul, 26:12. Paul tells of his conversion.
Knees.
With this in mind, I was traveling to Damascus with the authority and commission of the chief priest when at midday along the road of your excellency I saw a light from heaven, brighter than the sun, shining around me and my companions. When I had fallen to the ground, I heard a voice saying to me in the Hebrew language, Saul, Saul, why are you persecuting me? It hurts you to kick against the goads. I asked, who are you, Lord? The Lord answered, I am Jesus, whom you are persecuting. But get up and stand on your feet, for I have appeared to you for this purpose, to appoint you to serve and testify to the things in which you have sent me, and the things in which I will appear to you. I will rescue you from your people and from your Gentiles to whom I am sending you. Okay, thank you, guys. Okay, that's a... Oh, no comment. No comment. So, let's see. Yeah, the tsunami. Thanks, God. I mean, I don't know. That would be the bad thing. Yeah, for sure. Let's see what's in Hawaii news. Yeah, because there's all kinds of things. Hey, Hawaii news. Oh, the film industry in Hawaii. It's been at a pause. They haven't been coming over here. And a new coalition is formed to save the industry and made a big drop of big productions. They're just like, they're canning all kinds of productions, so they're not coming over here. So they're like, okay, what do? We're big expectation, because it's like a lot of money in it. So everyone flocked to it for sure. And my brother was in it for since it was way mini small, even before there's like television commercials. That maybe a commercial from Japan. That's about it. And then stuff started to happen over the decades. This is Rescue High Surf. Was filmed in 23, 24, but got canceled after initial 19 episodes. Okay, so basically they're just like, no, but really is behind that.
Show you.
Sure. There's a Netflix show because it's Shark Week coming up, so they're gonna talk about sharks. Sharks. There's more sharks. This lady's gonna put, oh look, this is something on the shark. I'm going to cut loose the fishing line, help you out, shark. And put this tag on you, shark. A lot of sports with paddling.
How do you feel?
And the guy from Hawaii, 2 guys from Hawaii are in the boxing thing. Maine Oyster Trail. oyster eating, and all of a sudden in Maine, clean energy crossroads, renewable power or industry?
Sick. You can't understand.
Huh? Oh, we could be back in the day. Let's do that. Yeah, a little of this. Oh, remember 1974? We were like, just go out there and check out the lagoon. This is the filling in of Salt Lake construction of a 27-hole golf course brought screams from environmental groups and support from golfing enthusiasts. Field operations continued for this controversial course in '68. The latest completion was announced in 1975, price tag $12.5 million. See, all this money to make golf course, waste of land, and then waste of water just for like everyone to be.
I'm hobnobbing with the rich, playing golf.
This Hawaii really can't afford. 74. Yeah. Salt Lake. Okay. Yeah. President's in Scotland right now, figuring it all out. Clean energy. Oh, here we go. This one is right. Oh, look. Political cartoon.
Russiagate is a hoax.
MAGA spokesman Trump.
Election was a hoax. Classified documents were a hoax. Vaccine was a hoax.
And the guy comes up with the MAGA hat.
You're a hoax.
Yeah, MAGA's turn against him. You fool all the people all the time? Some of the people, some of the time? What was it saying? Alright, what we got here?
Do you know?
Let's look for a letter. Hypocrisy.
Left uses hypocrisy to high ground,
Asylum.
Asylum.
right needs red instead of rhetoric. Portion use that visitor industry. Left use.
Turn it on.
I'm going to turn this on here. There's one on the left and one on the right. I'm going to choose this one.
Needs to stand up against rhetoric.
The Democrats are the ones with the divisive messaging. I am so over the hypocrisy of the right. Our president, who should lead with unifying messages, instead chooses to say, I hate the Democrats. I cannot stand them for criticizing his big, beautiful bill. Is one of the most destructive pieces of legislation ever enacted. Many Republicans did not like the bill, but were too afraid to vote for their conscience. We are the divisive party. I think the Republicans need a bit of inner soul searching. The rhetoric coming from the right is hateful and should stop now. This president is a disgrace and right needs to wake up. The right needs to wake up, grow spine, and stand up to this man before our nation is completely destroyed, although it may already be too late. Ilse Apple Eva. Thank you, Ilse Apple. Ilse, thank you for your comments.
Why is she here?
Why is she here? Well, she sent a letter to the editor. That's why. It's like the Republicans didn't like the big beautiful bill. Oh, and there's a reason, right? I mean, mostly it's the trillions and trillions of dollars of the debt ceiling. So we're gonna go super deep long into debt. Why? And also, all these, there's like $9 billion more approved to be cut by Doge. And $1 billion, it's like $8 billion was aid. It's like, you know. Oh, the exact opposite of that. The aid that came from feeding, the aid for them, gone. Public broadcasting, gone. They're just cutting all that stuff. And just to give these people on the golf course, you know, the other billionaires,
Understanding.
tax breaks, and the bad guys are waking up to it and they're protesting. So, yeah, I mean, it's
Sacrifice.
and now all this other stuff. I know it's the Epstein stuff and all that, and where he's just blatantly lying, and is he gonna get away with it? Because he's done it before, he's doing it some more. So I don't know if any of that's gonna happen. It should, and he's probably on the client list, And he did this drawing, the naked lady drawing, and he's suing the Wall Street Journal $20 billion. Oh, let's make it $10 billion. Only $10 billion for the Wall Street Journal. It's a company. They're not going to want to lose $10 billion. He might be, he might have the courts in his pocket, so that's what they're going to think. Even though they can win that court case, and others, so there's a lot of super autocratic control, and people are kind of wising up, but is it maybe too late? I don't know. So, meanwhile, there's wars. So, have a great Sunday. It'll be okay. I'm glad we didn't hit it by a tidal wave, though. That's all right now. Aloha.
Look, it's gonna be sunny day. Okay. Ciao.